Welcome to the Desopadec Weekly. I believe that you have been keeping safe. This is a public enlightenment show that brings you activities on Delta State's Oil Producing Areas Development Commission, the Desopadec. And this week, we are continuing with what we started last week, the Desopadec project tour of Urhobo communities. Stay with us. Joy Oche is still my name. Beginning a tour of Ughelli North local government area, the crew came to Iraweng Secondary School. The school, which was founded in 2007, got its first intervention program from the Desopadec since its location to the permanent site. The commission had built 3 classroom blocks for the school years back. Presently, the construction of another 3 classroom block is ongoing, courtesy of the Desopadec. The President General of the Ekrihaweng community, Godfrey Owata, said the Desopadec has encouraged education among the people. He noted that security measures have been put in place by the community to protect projects.
The 6 classrooms were not enough for JS1 to SS3. As God will have it, Desopadec just came and said they want to give us 3 classroom blocks. In fact, we were very happy, and that is the one that is there now. So when that one came, it was really an added advantage to the entire community. We were happy. When it was announced to the community, they said yes, Desopadec has really wanted the school to stay for giving us that structure. So many students that were even going out of here to schools, neighboring community, they decided to remain here. We have a vigilante team in this community. At the start of this project, after completing the project, we noticed some vandalization. And then we now called the town hall meeting and said, how do we go about it? Now, we now said, okay, we now involve the vigilante. They now came here, they moved around the whole place. I saw that there's need to have a security man here. He do come here, patrols here once a while, especially now that they are not on vacation. So there are vigilantes in town here that come here from time to time. If you see anybody here, they ask you questions. Also
in Ughelli North, the Desopadec is constructing an examination hall at the Delta State School of Health Technology, Ofoma. This is instructive because the school had over the years suffered insufficient space to accommodate students during exams and practical period. While appreciating the Desopadec and Governor Ifeanyi Okowa for coming to the aid of the school, some major stakeholders in Ofoma community appealed to the commission to situate more projects in the community.
First of all, I have to thank the Desopadec who brought this school, or that is where the hall where they will be writing exam and practical. See, because there's no smoke without fire. I thank our governor. That's the whole Ofoma community is thanking Okowa for bringing this hall into Ofoma community. And I don't think our students here in this school of health can go to another place to write exam again. People will be coming here to write exam because the place is big enough, and it is in a good site where they can, they can write and they can study and do practical. So I thank our community is thanking Okowa very much for what he's doing in our community in Ofoma.
Actually, Desopadec are really trying in this community. Frankly speaking, even this project that is going on now is a very great opportunity and it had a very good impact positively to the School of Health here. Because before this project, I know how the students find it so difficult before they do their exam. And as I'm concerned, by August, they are going to do their practical again. And with this one, it's going to be a good help, and it's going to turn out as a positive to them. And I thank Desopadec for that. It's my honor on behalf of the youth and the community as a whole to give them thanks. May God reward them for what they have been doing, both the past and the present now.
Other projects by the Desopadec in Urhobo North local government area are 3 classroom blocks and a 2,000-litre water scheme at Urhobo Grammar School, as well as Corpus Lodge at the Hebrew College, Agbaroto. Sapele local government area has no doubt witnessed impactful development from the Desopadec projects situated in the different communities within the local government area and Sapele, the local government headquarters. Cutting across road construction, health and educational sector development, the Desopadec is changing the status quo of oil-bearing communities in Sapele local government area. In Sapele, the Desopadec recently constructed the popular Awolowo Road extension. Prior to the construction, the area used to be a dump site and impossible for both commuters and people living in the area. Since the completion of the Awolowo Road extension by the award-winning interventionist agency, means have been created for economic growth in the area, and commuters and residents now find it very easy to access the popular new road in Sapele town. A HOSCOM member from Sapele local government area, Comrade Francis Obule, in a chat with the Desopadec Weekly said, different roads constructed by the Desopadec in Sapele town has opened up the Nigeria Timber City for economic development.
To me, it's a welcome development because before now, Sapele is one way in, one way out. And today, you can from Ole Road connect to our Ope Road. From Ope Road, you can connect to any other roads in Sapele local government because of that very particular road in question. There's another one under construction close to that very one. Most of those areas are all dump sites before now. It's well known to everybody, so nobody can fault that. The roads you are seeing being done by the Desopadec today, they were all dump sites, waterlogged. So they try to reclaim those areas for the purpose of mankind. And I say kudos to the Desopadec for that. Road is like a light to everyone. When there is road, you can build houses along those areas. You can sell whatever you have. But when there's no road, you cannot pass. So that road has opened a lot of business to, all the peoples of Sapele local government.
To further a certain level of developmental projects the Desopadec had carried out in Sapele local government area, our crew visited Ibada, Elume, Ozoi, and Elume community. In Elume community, the Desopadec has completed the construction of 3 classroom blocks and have another 3 classroom blocks projects near completion at Oturemoan Primary School, Elume. Also in Ozoi community, the Desopadec constructed a 6 classroom block in the years past for a conducive learning environment of students in Ozoi Secondary School. Presently, a construction of 3 classroom blocks has also been completed in that same Ozoi Secondary School. A 2,000-litre water project has also been constructed at the Ozoi Secondary School, Ozoi community. Speaking with the Desopadec Weekly, the President General of Ozoi community, David Erire, narrates how the Ozoi community had made several unsuccessful efforts to construct the classroom blocks before the intervention of the Commission.
Like the first block, the communities try to build the place, but the place is very rough. Most of the time, the students they cannot even come to school because of the building leaking. no enough desks for the student to use. So we really suffer a lot because of the building before the Desopadec come to repair it for us.
Ifiop West local government area is our next focal point. This local government is also under the Urhobo mandate area of the Desopadec. In Ifiop West, we beamed our lights first on the developmental impact of the Desopadec in Ogara Kingdom, which is regarded by the Urhobos as the gateway to Urhobo land. The Desopadec has recorded milestones of developmental projects in Ogara Kingdom. First on our records is the construction of Ogwefe-Ogbenokoko Road, followed by the construction of internal roads like JSS Street, Mission Road, and the ongoing construction of the road leading to the James Ibori Women Development Center, Ogwefe Link Road, and Isaac Road. Other Desopadec projects site visited by the Desopadec Weekly crew are the James Ibori Women Development Center, an extension of electricity to communities along Ogwefe-Ugbenu Road in Ogara Kingdom. At Jesse Kingdom in Ifiop West local government area, the Desopadec has completed the construction of Okwedejo Road in Jesse Town. According to the youth president of the entire Jesse Kingdom, Comrade Francis Osiebe, the Okwedejo Road was a major challenge to the entire kingdom prior to its construction, adding that the days of taking vehicles to mechanics' workshops are over.
We have never seen a leader like this. The present board, the Desopadec, have done noble. In the, let's say, in the old state that have oil producing communities, there's no way you can pass this road before. It's like in a place close this Akpaka junction there. We even tried to look for canoe so that people can pass. But when he came in within a very short time, he put the road in order. As you can see, there's no way that you can get a breakdown of vehicle. Otherwise, sometimes when you pass here, your motor you will take to mechanic to put it in order.
Corroborating the statement by the youth president, High Chief Peace Agomi, the Movudu of Jesse Kingdom, appreciates the Desopadec and the Delta State Governor, Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa, for developing Jesse through the commission.
What the Desopadec has done here, we've seen dividends of government, especially Dr. Ifeanyi Okowa and Desopadec. They've done a lot for us. As at this time of the coronavirus, he saw two roads going, the Ugomi Road and the Waterboard Road. So there's no way you can say you are going inside the street through night, through daytime, you won't have any problem. So it's of a good benefit.
The Desopadec Weekly crew also visited two major Desopadec ongoing road construction sites at Ujomi Road and Ikenwu Street in Jesse Town. Ujomi Road, that will connect Jesse to Mosuga at completion, is at stone base level already. Drainage have been constructed and the pace of work, according to residents, is impressive. At Ikenwu Street, the Desopadec road construction site, the Desopadec Weekly crew were able to ascertain the level of work done so far. Stone base had been laid also. Drainage system is already in place, and soon asphalt may be laid. The Desopadec Weekly crew, also in the company of EDFA, also visited the regent of Jesse Kingdom, Agoda Emeje, before proceeding to Okwe local government area in Delta State. After a brief reception by the regent Agoda Emeje, the Uzi Iyasere of Jesse Kingdom, the Desopadec Weekly crew had a chat with the Uzi to have his take on development projects of the commission in his kingdom.
The road, as far as I'm concerned, like the Mission Road, which of course is very paramount to me, is done, and it's the key man that did it. the other roads, this major road today to Iyaka, that bridge road was bad for some time. He did it. With difference with governor, that road was constructed and done under a few months. That is the truth.
Lastly, in the Urhobo Mandate area, our crew visited the Desopadec existing and completed and ongoing project sites in Okwe local government area. Our first port of call is the Onyenke Primary School, Onyenke Inland. In this primary school that was founded in 1920, the Desopadec renovated 2 blocks of 6 classrooms and 2 classrooms for a better learning environment for the pupils. After the Onyenke Primary School, our crew proceeded to Onyenke Secondary School, founded 6 years ago with the help of the Desopadec. At the secondary school, the Desopadec constructed a 6-classroom block to help resolve the educational needs of the community. Last visited project in Onyenke Inland by the Desopadec Weekly is the health facility the Commission has completely constructed in Okwabode community, Onyenke Inland. Narrating the challenges the absence of schools and health facility brought upon Onyenke Inland prior to the intervention of the Desopadec, a traditional chief from the Okwe Kingdom, Chief Owen Urhobo, said the Desopadec intervention programs in the community had given the less privileged easy access to good education and good medical services.
The governor is a kind of governor who loves education and doesn't want anybody to walk along the streets hawking. So his intervention, giving us the secondary school, the primary school renovation, the health center, in, how will I put it, through the Desopadec, I think it's a welcome development. And we appreciate the effort of the governor at the Desopadec.
Operaja is a community under the Okwe Kingdom. It's situated along the Warri-Sapele Expressway. At Operaja community, the Desopadec constructed 6 classroom blocks at the community primary school for a conducive learning environment of the pupils. In a chat with the Desopadec Weekly, the chairman of the community, Godwin Iyagubu, said the structure in the school was in a terrible state before the intervention of the Delta State government through the Desopadec.
Before the Desopadec actually came in, the building was a write-off. The roof were falling down. Even the wooden noggins are down, no ceiling. So as at the time the Desopadec came to took it over. But after renovation, you can see to yourself, the face of the building has been changed. And today, our people no longer sit on the floor. They no longer sit under the leaking roofs. We are enjoying it. It's good.
Corroborating the earlier statement by the community chairman, a notable chief from Operaja community, Chief Henry Ojanikele, said the Desopadec intervention came as at when the leadership of the community was about to task indigents in order to raise funds for the projects.
The last time we held a meeting and we are trying to see what we can do, remove some of the roof and refuse it, because when rainfall it fell on the children. But we were trying to raise something when the Desopadec coming. So, and at that stage we used the money for another project.
Osubi is a community near the oil city of Warri and a host community to the popular Osubi airstrip. Osubi is under Okwe Kingdom in Okwe local government area of Delta State. At Osubi, our crew visited 2 projects executed by the Desopadec. The first one is the installation of a 500 kVA transformer along the Osubi-Abraka Expressway. The transformer has been in use since its installation. The second project we visited is the famous Beriwore Street, where the Desopadec has constructed a road linking Osubi to Okwokoko community. According to chairman of the streets, Augustine Ogugu, residents were passing through a terrible situation before the intervention of the Desopadec.
The road before now was an earth road, and actually there are pockets of potholes along the whole road, and there is a portion of the road that we cannot even access the end of the street, and it has been giving us a big problem within us here. We're very happy that this 2020 that Desopadec as an intervention agency came and started the project. We're very happy about the project, the gutter they did, and the tying of the road.
At Okwokoko community, the Desopadec has constructed a 2-block of 6 classrooms in Okene Secondary School, Okwokoko. Oha is a community near Urhobo, the headquarters of Okwe Local Government Area Council. At Oha, the Desopadec has an ongoing project of reconstructing 6 classroom blocks at Ogwere Primary School. The 6 classroom blocks, which is near completion, is expected to be ready for use few weeks from now. In Urhobo, our crew visited the Primary Health Care Center and the doctors and nurses' quarters at the Urhobo General Hospital, renovated by the Desopadec. Speaking with the Desopadec Weekly TV, the chairman of Urhobo Community, Honorable Milverton Inajero, said prior to the intervention of the Desopadec in Urhobo health sector, the condition of the doctors and nurses' quarters and the health center was extremely uninhabitable by the health workers and not suitable to attend to health challenges.
As at a point in time, the doctors' quarters and the nurses' quarter was so bad that doctors and nurses could no longer stay within the quarters. And when patients are being brought in the night, there will be no doctor on call because he no longer has a place where they stay. And also the nurses, so we cried out to Desopadec to assist us on how the place will be renovated. As God may do it, they came to our aid by renovating the doctor's quarters and the nurse's quarter, which created a very big impact on the community.
With these remarkable projects situated in the Urhobo Mandate area, it can be said that the Desopadec has truly established indelible landmarks that will stand the test of time in Urhobo. For Urhobo Mandate area, it has been an interesting and exciting project tour. The diversity of the project's location and the relevance to the people makes it a memorable visit. And the people, the beneficiaries, are very happy for it, and they are very grateful to the Desopadec for bringing the stronger Delta vision of His Excellency Senator Dr. Ifeanyi Arthur Okowa nearer to their communities. On this happy note, we are saying thank you very much for being a part of the show today. We're going to come next week, so let's do it again next week. But until then, you can follow us on our social media handles showing on your screen for questions, suggestions, and of course, contributions. On behalf of the entire team, Joy Uche is my name. I'll see you next week. Stay safe.